Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Timer's ticking.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream today.
I
I hope you guys are having an absolute fantastic day. As I open up the wrong screen to open up the stream, you guys also heard the echo as we started the stream. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. We're going to do something a little bit different today. Obviously, we're going to start with our typical 1 hour charts, typical 4 hour charts, typical daily charts, weekly charts, all our fun stuff, right? But we're also going to take a look at, what everyone's kind of looking at right now, right? Are we in an accumulation? Are we in a distribution? Are we not in either, right? I know I'll get all the people in the chat. We're not in either. We're not in either, right? We're going to look at if we are even in one of these two patterns, okay? So let's jump on into the hourly chart, guys. As always, hit that like button if you enjoy the stream. If you don't like the stream, also hit that dislike button for me. It also helps the stream. All right, so let's jump on into the charts here. As you can see, we have pumped. Actually, we were talking about yesterday how the charts were looking kind of bearish, right? Everything was looking kind of bearish. But as we know with Bitcoin, what does Bitcoin usually do the opposite of, right? It usually does the exact opposite of what everyone expects us to do, right? And what did Bitcoin do? Well, we actually pumped from the upside from this rising channel. So we know we're looking at this rising channel as a possible bear flag. And what did we do? Well, we broke it to the upside. Let's freaking go. That's exactly what we want to see. So now we can start looking at maybe what's our next targets back up to the upside. Well, if you see here, we do have some resistance at about 34,100. That's kind of our next resistance there. It's kind of where we just wicked to, right? We just wicked to that level literally last hour, right? Which is pretty cool. Now, obviously, we're going to take a look at where I think we're going to go to on this move. Because if you look at the bottom here, we are getting a little bit overbought on the hourly RSI, right? We were talking about yesterday, we're a little bit oversold. Well, in one day, we have now gotten it all the way back up to overbought now. What is Fashad saying? Go long on Bitcoin. Best believe I should know. All right, Fashad, we're all going long on Bitcoin apparently. I know you're going long on Shiba too. For all you guys that didn't know, Fashard is now a Shiba-er, so make sure you guys know that. Okay. But anyways, we are getting overbought on the hourly time frame, right? So just like yesterday, we were oversold. I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna come up and test this upwards trend line, right? What's going on, Fashad, dude? $50 super chat from Fashad with the cool little glasses and the cool guy with the fireworks behind him getting all pumped up. Thanks, Fashad. That's super generous, man. Super generous. Appreciate that, dude. But yeah, I think we're gonna come up and retest this. And what I don't want to do, first of all, I don't want to come up here and retest this and confirm this as resistance. First of all, right? Confirm that as resistance. Obviously, we're flipping our old support into new resistance, right? So we want to get back above that if we come back up and test it. And I think going back up and retesting that actually makes a lot of sense as to where we kind of are in the general trend of the hourly RSI, right? Because we do have a little bit more room to run to the upside, so that kind of level makes sense. Now, if we were looking at, I know a lot of people were talking about this in this cup and handle pattern, where if you actually extend this like this, you could have had a little bit of a cup and then a handle, and then we actually broke that to the upside. So the breakout target of that from the bottom to the top, and if we actually extrapolate that to the upside, that gives us an approximate target of about 35,050, right? So that's kind of our upside target there for BTC on the hourly time frame, which would put us above this upwards trend line of support, right? So we got to wait and see what happens, right? I know yesterday we were super bearish. Now we're talking about upside targets. See, that's the nature of cryptocurrency, right? The sentiment can really change on a dime there. So that's kind of Bitcoin on the hourly time frame, guys. We'll see if we can get back above 34,094 or 34,100 if you really want to be exact, right? So that's the hourly time frame. We'll go back to and check a couple different things on this, but this looks really good. This looks really freaking good for Bitcoin, at least on the hourly time frame. The 4 hour, you know, we still got some work to do on the 4 hour time frame. And I think this kind of lines up what we were just talking about, right? So on the 4 hour time frame, what I'm watching for is still this downwards channel on the 4 hour, right? So we only have 2 touches on the bottom side of this, but we do have 1 resistance, 2 resistance, 3 resistance, and now we're coming back up to test that again, which perfectly lines up. Look exactly where this next 4 hour candle would perfectly line up. It would perfectly line up with this previous support line, right? This pink line coming up, and also this downward sloping resistance line. So a retest right at that level of both seems like it's going to play out. It's funny how 2 trend lines can play out such at a perfect time for a retest, but that's kind of what we're getting for BTC. So will we break this upwards trend line? Well, like we just talked about, the hourly is getting a little bit overbought. So I don't know if we have the room on the hourly to necessarily break it on the first try. So what does that necessarily mean? Well, I think what we'll do here is something along the lines of, and like I said, this is just my opinion, guys. Let me get out my crystal ball. I don't know what has the crystal ball here, right? I can't see Bitcoin's future, but what I will tell you is what I think Bitcoin's going to do. So this is what I believe Bitcoin's going to do. If I get rid of the crystal ball, because, you know, no one likes looking at balls. I had to add that joke in there. I really did. But what I think we do is we come back up here, and then come back down and maybe retest this area at about 33,700, cool off that hourly RSI, and then come back up and break this level. I think that would make a lot of sense. You would also be forming kind of another cup and handle pattern if that happened, right? Where this is kind of your cup and then you got your handle. So we'll see. I think that's what kind of the RSI and the price action is really telling me at this moment. I don't know where my exponential moving average went, so let me pull that up real quick for you guys. Yeah, we're back above our 4-hour EMA. So that is freaking perfect for Bitcoin. So that's perfect. We're back above that. So now let's see if we can get that confirmation of a breakout to the upside here on this. We know our breakout target for this. See, I don't know if you can really call this a bull flag, right? The flagpole is a little short. If you look at it from this sense. But I guess if you did break out, maybe you could see a pretty big breakout target from this, in 29,000 to about 36. Yeah, that would make sense. Breakout target for something like this would be upwards of about 40,850, which actually, if you look at the breakout target, would put you right at kind of your highs from up here. So that kind of makes a lot of sense for a move like that. But obviously, we'll have to be patient. That's not something that's going to happen overnight. That's going to be more of probably at least like a week-long move if that were to happen. So we got to have patience, obviously. There's not really any bullish or bearish divergence right at the moment. So nothing that's going to be like, all right, we have bearish divergence. We're going to get pushed back down to the downside. Nothing like that is really screaming out loud to me at the moment. Spilled my Billy. Just thought I'd share that with you. That's too funny. Boots. I saw your Twitter message, man. I'll get you after the stream, man, for sure, dude. But anyways, that's kind of what I'm looking here on the 4-hour time frame. The real big level we have to get back above, guys, is between 35,700 and 36,700. I mean, we just have a bunch of support. We just have really a bunch of resistance in this area. So that's kind of our 4-hour little sideways accumulation here between these two levels for the most part. So obviously we got bigger fish to fry, right? If we switch over to the daily time frame, actually, we're going to get to this in a second. Let me go to this daily. We got bigger fish to fry here. If you guys want to use some corny dad joke, we got bigger. I don't know where I'm going with this. I was trying to make some stupid coin joke, but that wasn't really working out. But on the daily time frame, if you want to look at it from this sense, I mean, a move up to 35,000 is where our downwards resistance is. So we're not too far removed from that. We're about $1,000 away from once again retesting that downwards resistance line that's kept us down once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, fake out, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. So we're pretty close, right? I think at this point, I mean, another $1,000 move, if we can break this resistance of this 4-hour downwards resistance, would make a lot of sense. So if for whatever reason we can get back above this resistance on the daily, perfect. We're also back in our green box of kind of purgatory right here, right? This is our purgatory green box, which acts as our resistance, our support, resistance, support. Now let's see if it flips as resistance again. If it doesn't, boom, we should get back up to the upside. But obviously that's all speculative right now. I know everyone and their mother's also talking about this daily downtrend of the daily RSI. We're retesting it again. And it looks like we just keep knocking our head against this daily downtrend of the RSI. I know a lot of people are talking about this, but you can see if we zoom in right here, like you're just like boom, 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 boom. Boom is such a good word for multiple different reasons, guys. But yeah, I mean, you just keep testing that trend line, and if the more times you test a trend line like that, the more times you're gonna break it. Now I know it's the price action, it's not necessarily price action. It's the RSI we're talking about, so it's not the same type of thing that we kind of look at as far as hitting a resistance multiple times in price action, but it is still something that we could take a look at, and hopefully we can break out of this kind of downtrend that we're pretty much in on the price action and the RSI. So that is really it on the daily. Our exponential moving average is actually all the way down now to 39,500. So that is dropping pretty fast as the days go on here. which is good, right? It's almost now below our big red box of resistance up here, which is nice, right? It's going to inherently make it easier for us to bust up to the upside if we can break that 200-day exponential moving average. You got resistance on it here, resistance on it on really the last two big moves back up to the upside. So that's falling. That's going to keep falling every day that goes on here, and which is nice to see. It's going to make it at a lower price for us to have to break to continue up on this run, guys. So that's really the daily time frame, all right? And the weekly, I'll look at it real quick. Not much has changed since yesterday, but when I did want to comment on is everyone was super, I was super bearish yesterday too. But the one thing that I did note is that on the weekly time frame, right, we had basically 4 days. What I was noting is we had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to get back over this 50-day 50-week exponential moving average. And what did we do? Well, in one day, we had now turned that big red candle into a wick back over that 50-week exponential moving average. Give me one sec, guys. Got a frog in my throat. Easy said, you're super realistic. Sometimes it's hard to hear, but hey, man, you need to hear it. Yeah, I mean, I try to give my honest opinion, man. Like I said, I'm obviously a bull, so I try not to be biased to the upside as much as I can. But what did I tell you guys? Like, we had 4 days to get back over that moving average. In one day, we turned that candle into a wick. And that's what I was kind of explaining to you guys yesterday is every week, it seems like, we seem to get a big drop to the downside. Maybe not every week, but, you know, I guess 5 out of the last 6 weeks, we wicked below this moving average. And every time, we end up closing above it. That's why I said, like, even if we dip, I don't think it's going to be long lasting. And that's kind of what happened, right? We got a nice dip. And by the end of the week, we're probably going to be right back above that exponential moving average. In 24 hours, we actually got back above it. So we'll see if it continues, right? Obviously, we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday to get back below it. So you can look at it from that stance too. But that's really it, guys. I mean, that's really what I'm looking at as far as the weekly. Not much has changed since yesterday. If we can hold that, perfect. I think that's what we want to see. I don't like keep testing support like we just talked about with the resistance. The more times you test the support, you know, in theory, the more likely it is to break. But if it doesn't break, that just means it's going to be bigger support if we ever come back down and test these levels again. So we'll see what happens with this. Like we kind of talked about with our 200-day exponential moving average, we have our 21-week exponential moving average, which everyone uses as far as bull market support and bear market resistance. That's moving pretty fast to the downside too. That's at 40,592. And like I've completely said, these moving averages are going to eventually, right, meet each other. And Bitcoin's going to have to make a move here, in my opinion. We're going to have to get back above that on a close. We're going to have to get back below this on a close. Well, something's got to happen. Something's got to give. Now, that could take another month. That could take another 2 months, depending on where the price action is at the time. But something's got to give here within the next probably 1 to 2 months. I know that sounds, another 1 to 2 months of sideways, that sounds absolutely ridiculous. I can't wait 1 to 2 months. But, you know, that's kind of the reality of the situation right now for BTC, right? Now, we've been talking about forever. We could go sideways for freaking forever. I'm sick of sideways. You're sick of sideways. My grandma's sick of sideways. He's not sick of sideways because she's tired of going down. But, you know, Uncle Al, right? Al Doge that we talked about the other day is sick of sideways. We're all damn sick of sideways. So that's kind of, you know, the 1 hour, 4 hour daily, weekly. Now, you guys saw the title of the video, right? I know I'm sick of talking about the wick off accumulation. I'm tired of talking about the wick off. Here we go, Nate with the troll. Chart will go up or down. Laughing face, laughing face, laughing face, laughing face, laughing face. Anyways, I'm tired of wick off. I'm tired of distribution, redistribution, accumulation, reaccumulation, whatever word you want to use for it. But I think that's the most common thing I see in the chat, and that's the most common thing question I actually get is, Do you think we're in a reaccumulation, or do you think we're in accumulation, or do you think we're in redistribution? So I wanted to make one little quick snippet. This is going to be a quick overview. I'm not going to take 20 minutes to go over this today. I want to do a quick overview on the last time Bitcoin had a distribution, the last time Bitcoin had an accumulation, and compare the last two and see if, there's similarities to both, right? And I'll go over to it now. There's similarities to both. You could argue both sides for this, but I think it's pretty unclear. And we might not even be in one, right? We might not even be in a stupid accumulation or a stupid distribution, right? But you can't argue that the price action looks pretty similar for both of these. So first one I wanted to start out with is our this is our one from back here, right? Let me see. Yeah, so this yellow one is basically our distribution from back here, right? I just scaled it down to fit our current price action. Now, I do want to state that these aren't perfect fits, and it just kind of general outlines. You got to use them as an outline. You can't use them as a freaking a gospel, right? You can't use them as word for word to this type of thing, right? It's all a guideline. But if you do put this over here, right? Now, obviously, this one was a little bit longer, right? Obviously, the one up here was longer. It was a bigger time frame. But if you do hover this over, you can't argue that it doesn't look somewhat similar, okay? And even if you put it a little bit over like this, you can just see the similarities between the two. Now, I like to put it over just because you can kind of see, like, you got one peak, you got a second peak, you got a third peak, while also getting lower lows. And eventually you break that low and you dump, right? So if it was to play out like it did up here, then basically what you would see next is you would break that support right here, and you would dip. So if this was like that one, that's probably what you would see, just based off the top one. Now there's different distributions. There's different distribution schematics. I think there's like 2 or 3 of them. I think there's 0, 1, 2, and maybe there's a third one too. But that's kind of the one up here. And I did want to compare that one. So that one does look pretty similar, right? And you guys might be thinking, oh, Jordan, you think we're in a distribution? Oh no. Just bear with me, guys. All right. So we have my fractal. We have my fractal here that you guys know I love. I love this fractal like my baby, right? And I will go down into the graves with my baby. All right. This is such a nice little baby, and I take care of this baby. You guys know I love this fractal. All right. So we had the distribution up here. We dumped. All right. So you guys know the first part of this, right? We already laid out that first part of the fractal. Second part of the fractal. Now I'm going to kind of move this to kind of guide you guys. Second part of the fractal was right here. So the accumulation right here was pretty much spot on, right? You can see everything was pretty much spot on. Couple little differences here and there, but you get the point. And then what did we do? Well, this is the one difference, right? This one we pumped and made a way higher high. This one, right, we pumped, made a higher high, but we didn't pump as high. Now, I think that was because a lot of the FUD at the time. We probably would have pumped a little harder if there wasn't so much FUD, but nonetheless, you got to take it for what it is. So if you actually take it from the last pump and you overlay it like this, right? So you take where you pumped, you dumped, you came back up, you came back down, and you could see how this one is pretty damn similar, not exactly the same. You could see how it's playing out pretty damn similar from this point right here on, right? And like I said, we probably didn't pump as high on this current price action because I think up here was when we got some crazy, I forget what it was. We got some crazy FUD at that time, right around the middle of June. I forget what it was, but you guys get the point. But you can see, yeah, we dumped, we came back up, we dumped again. And if this was to continue to play out, we continue up. And this is the example of kind of the wick-off accumulation. Now, it's not perfect. Obviously, it's not perfect. But you get where I'm kind of coming from this. And like I said, this is not going to be a long explanation. This is just going to be an example of really why I don't love talking about this. I love my fractal, but I don't love the wick-off distribution and wick-off accumulation talk because you could make the chart fit. And this is my whole point with this, because I know everyone in the chart is going to be like, this. All right. This is why I don't like comparing these, because you could make it fit the distribution. You can make it fit the accumulation. It's all going to be what your bias is. If you're a bear buy, you're a bear bias, right? It's going to be, bearish to you, right? It's going to be distribution to you. If you're a bull bias, right? It's going to be accumulation to you, right? It's because it's going to fit your bias. So I just want to kind of give you an example today, and just to kind of hopefully show you guys that you could fit it to whatever your mind wants it to do. It's like your imagination, doing whatever you want to do. ETH. I know you want it to be accumulation, but you know what? It could be distribution. It could be accumulation. It can go up. It can go down, right? Just like the trolls say, it can go up. It can go down. The wick-offs aren't true. So ETH, settle down. We're going to go back up in a little bit, okay? We're going to go up in a little bit. All right, so that's kind of what I had for this. I don't want to spend too much time on this. That's kind of what I wanted to look at, okay? Spot on here. Thank you. My lips are off today from the audio just a tiny bit. You know what? I can fix that right now, I believe. And if I can't fix that, you know what? It doesn't matter, right? That should fix it right there. If that doesn't fix it, let me know. I don't know if it fixes it. I may have to restart or whatever, but let me know if that's a little better for the lips. I know you guys want to see my beautiful lips, kind of say my words, but that's that. So basically, TLDR on this, no one knows if it's accumulation or distribution. The whales are going to do what they want to do. If there's no point in really looking at it, because if they want to make it accumulation, they can. If they want to make it distribution, they can. They kind of set it up either way where they can push it whichever way they want to go, right? And like I've said countless times on the weekly chart, East lips, that made it worse. It was perfect before. Dude, some people say my lips are off. Some people say my lips are perfect. All right, I'll put it back to what it was. Jeez. Man, I thought I fixed the lips. That was the whole point. Some people say they're off. Some people say they're on. Some people say my lips are beautiful. Some people say my lips are ugly. Some people say they don't move. I guess I can't get it right. I turned it back to what it was before. It was worse before. But apparently, it made it worse. That's too funny. Now it's worse. I feel like I'm watching an old kung fu movie. I got a purdy mouth.
Let's get 600 likes for Air Jordan thumbs up.
Jordan, if you can read this, make George Spee and Bulletproof mods here where you can. Yeah, I can do that. Next time I see him in the chat, I will throw on the wrenches for Mr. George and Mr. Bullet, of course. Those are my two homies in here. I got a lot of homies in here. I wish I could make everyone a wrench, right? I wish I could make everyone a wrench, but I can't, right? We're all friends at the end of the day. Imagine just the whole chat being wrenches. I think, can a mod ban another mod? Is that possible? Imagine everyone just as a mod and everyone just starts banning each other. Anyways, I'm rambling on here, but that's really what I had. I don't want to spend too much time on that, right? So I made my points, and you guys know I don't love talking about this for too long, except my beautiful, beautiful fractal, okay, that I think is going to play out, right? We're going to keep it right there. That is going to hopefully get a bounce here, right, and continue up. We'll see. If this continues to play out, guys, you heard that first here. Now, I've heard other people talking about this fractal, right? But if it does continue to play out, I do want to state, right? That I was talking about this weeks ago, right? So I'm taking credit for this, all right? I don't take credit for much. Maybe for, blabbering on about nothing like I am now, but, that's about it. All right. Let's go check out Ethereum. Everyone is blue now as it is. Everyone is blue, huh? Everyone is blue. That'll is blue. As soon as Bitcoin starts going up again, that'll change. You guys will be like, can you throw on 30-second chat restrictions? All right, let's go on into Ethereum.
This is my wife, Ethereum.
All right, perfect. You guys remember how the chat was when Bitcoin was going up? Which I don't understand because the chat used to go absolutely nuts. And we actually had less viewers, and it used to be like kind of overwhelming for me too. For you guys, it used to be overwhelming. But yeah, I think we just have better homies in here now that don't spam 24/7. So I think that's probably has to do with it. But anyways, Ethereum on the daily. It doesn't look good. It looks fine. It looks fine. I think what's good here is you didn't actually come back down all the way to test your 200-day moving average, but you got a nice pump before you actually hit it, which I think is good. You don't have any daily bullish or bearish divergence at the moment. Actually, you could maybe. It's kind of a stretch. I don't know if I love this bearish divergence on the daily, and if Bitcoin pumps, it's going to nullify it. So, but like if you see here on the Ethereum chart, I mean, you take your last two swing highs. I guess you do have some bearish divergence at lower lows and higher highs. Wow, Jordan, come on, what's going on here? Higher highs on the RSI and lower highs on the price action on the daily. Like I said, if Bitcoin decides to pump, it's going to nullify that, as we know. Now, what do we need to do now? Well, we need to get back over this 20-day exponential moving average. You guys know I think that's pretty important. Always on every time frame is staying above that moving average. It's just kind of a psychological thing. But if we look at Ethereum from kind of the scope that from this scope, and I don't see many people talk about this, is, you know, we obviously broke this. No, we don't want text. We don't want text. But, you know, we know we had this resistance coming down, multiple touches. Looks like we just confirmed it as support, right? So if we can bounce off that level, right, keep this downwards trend as support, that was our old resistance, it should be pretty good. I see, obviously, we have to get back above 2,400. Next resistance is about 2,640 on the daily. We have a peak right there. So we'll see. We'll see. The one thing else I didn't want to look at is maybe the Fibonacci on Ethereum. You didn't quite get to that 0.618, but you got pretty damn close to it. But that's kind of the level I look at. That's kind of the big swing level there, is right around that 2,400, 2,450 area, where you also have your 0.618 golden fib from the swing high to the swing low. So that is really Ethereum on the daily. On the 4-hour, let me actually just get rid of this because this is kind of unnecessary. Here we go. We're still below the moving average. We want to get back above, but if you look at this on the 4-hour time frame, it just looks it looks good. It looks good. You just turn your old resistance, right? This teal line coming down. You can turn your old resistance into new support right here. Perfect. Now, do we have anything on the RSI on Ethereum? We do. We have nice bullish divergence on Ethereum here, which is freaking perfect. Nice bounce off support and bullish divergence on the 4-hour. Perfect. All right. Now, obviously, that's going to correlate with you need Bitcoin to get some momentum to the upside in order for Ethereum to get momentum. So what's Bitcoin doing right now? It's still just consolidating. I think it'll probably consolidate there maybe for a little bit. But if we go back to ETH, if Bitcoin does continue up, like I said, I think a retest of 2411 is pretty likely there for ETH on the 4-hour, right? And that's kind of what we're waiting for, honestly, for Ethereum at the moment. Not much else besides that. And if we want to maybe look at some of our smaller time frame fibs from top to bottom, we did come actually up here and retest the 382 absolutely perfectly. So that was a good correlation there. They're bouncing off the 0.236, and you know, we should test that maybe 0.618. Actually, that lines up perfectly. 2,270, right at that previous high right here from July 1st. So that actually lines up. So you might get some resistance right here on the 4-hour. I'm going to actually post that because that would actually make a lot of sense. Right about there. All right, so that is what I'm watching for Captain Ethereum. Overall, looks a lot better than yesterday. A lot better than yesterday with the bullish divergence and bounce right off support. Now, this could easily flip bearish again, right? If we just come up here, we get rejected on our EMA and continue back down. Obviously, you can turn that into sort of a bearish negative too. And the other thing that I noticed here is it on the daily? It is. So the one thing I'm watching here on Ethereum on the daily time frame is, I'm not sure if it's on Bitcoin. I didn't actually look, but the possibility here of, let me get rid of this and get rid of this so you guys can see this a little bit better. The possibility of a head and shoulders, right? We got a left shoulder, you got a head, and if you come up here and you round out, you got a right shoulder. Now, the head is there, right? The head is there. The head is also right over here. And if you come up here, get rejected from this $2,274 level, approximately, right? Give or take a few dollars there. That's going to be exact. But you could have a head and shoulders if you come back down and break that neckline. So we don't want to get rejected at that first yellow level to the upside. So that's kind of what I'm watching for Ethereum, guys, and at least on the USD. ETH, Bitcoin continuing to drop, right? Continuing to drop. Bitcoin had a pretty good day today. Obviously, Ethereum did too, but Bitcoin was kind of at least the star of the day as far as the Ethereum Bitcoin battle that has just been going on lately. Kind of up, down, in this little flag that we know we're waiting for the breakout of this flag. For all you guys who are new, we have a huge bull flag forming on the Ethereum Bitcoin pair that could propel us all the way up here to our highs back in January of 2018. Just a little public service PSA for you. But yeah, I mean, this looks fine as long as we don't break this trend line to the downside. Hey, whatever, we're good. Nothing like a big fan in the summer. What does that mean? Put the chapstick on. She's going down. She's going down. What's going on, Mark? Good to see you, dude. Lady's about to get down in the chat. Iron Scooby, who you married to, my boy? You keep kicking me back behind live. I'm not sure why that's happening, man. I am definitely not sure that's what's happening. Anyways, let's switch on over to Neil's wife, Cardano. Neil, if you're in here, show your face, man. Show your face, Neil. Right? I know you're still watching. No, but seriously, Neil. Neil's wife is on the daily time frame, looking okay, right? Looking okay. I think there's a couple different things you can look at this from perspective, right? So you did bounce off that $129 level right there. And, yeah, perfect. You bounce off that 129 level. That's what we're waiting for. Perfect. All right? Peace. I don't know why I said peace. Why did I say sometimes, dude? Some freaking times. But 129, you got rejected from this 20-day exponential moving average, at least right now. If you can get back over that, expect a test of 150. Now, the one thing I am looking at here for Cardano is it's kind of hard to see. I think it might be better on the weekly time frame. Not really. But the one thing I'm looking at here for Cardano, now it's not perfect. You kind of have like a little wart going on your shoulder here, right? It's kind of a big wart. So if you ignore the wart, you can see you got rejected at this level here. You got rejected at this level here, right? You have the same point of the neckline, right? Neckline's clearly right here. You could see the possibility of a big head and shoulders forming on Cardano. Now, it's kind of the same thing as looking at Bitcoin as far as its big head and shoulders everyone was talking about. That still could play out. That's on like the daily.
There's a newcomer called Blank. WJIFH has a pretty unique use case. Have you ever heard of it? Also, somebody cashed out 130 million BTC 30 minutes ago.
Interesting. I don't know what that means, man. I don't know what that means, Billy. But I'll check it out in a second, dude. I could see the possibility of a head and shoulders for Cardano. It lines up pretty well with Bitcoin's possible head and shoulders pattern that might play out if we go lower, right? But that is one thing I did want to notice there on the daily time frame. Other than that, man, I mean, we're watching. Just watching what's next here for Cardano. It's more so the 4 hour where If we actually take our trend line that we had from here, we kind of had that trend line of support coming up, and we actually broke that trend line. For me, it's more so, can we get back above this trend line? You could draw this a couple different ways. I mean, I see people draw it like this, but can we get back above this general trend line, whether it's this trend line or whether it's this trend line? This one might be a little bit better, honestly. Can we get back above this trend line? Our previous support, you don't want to flip that as resistance. If you went straight up today, looking at like 142, but just actually looking at here, I think you might, yeah, so Cardano's also possibly forming a cup and handle pattern just like BTC was, right? So it might be lagging a little bit behind BTC at the moment, but you can see Cardano has a nice neckline at about 137. Actually, you can kind of maybe call this a head and shoulders too, possibly on the 1 hour time frame. You got a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. You break that, it's going to be just like Bitcoin, right? You're going to have a nice impulse. So Cardano might just be lagging slightly behind Bitcoin, which is totally normal in times like this. You could see a move maybe to 146 if this does play out like it should, but obviously we don't really know if that's the case because it follows Bitcoin. The big level is to watch is the 0.618 and the 0.65, which lines up with a lot of different price action up here. So that makes a lot of sense. And it's also, you can see it's right at the support line that we want to, your old support line that you want to get back above, which you don't want to turn as resistance. So this kind of makes sense, right? If we break out of this for whatever reason, we come up here, get rejected at the 0.618 and also that resistance, that makes a lot of sense for a rejection. But obviously, we will find out what happens probably tomorrow at this point, guys. But that's kind of what I'm seeing on Cardano. Not much has really changed as we kind of wait for Bitcoin's next move. Can we get back above 34,100? That's kind of the level we're watching right now for old BTC, man. Bearish divergence on the 1 hour, on the 1 minute chart. We're going to zero. We're going to zero, boys.
Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
Going to friggin' zero. Guafu. I am always wrong, man. I say every day I'm always wrong. I literally say it every day. Not everyone always right. And you could argue that everyone's always wrong, right? Everyone yesterday was bearish. And then what did Bitcoin do? Pump. With the one thing I did say, what does Bitcoin love to do? It loves to do the opposite of what everyone thinks. I did say that yesterday. So everyone yesterday was bearish. So it wasn't just me, man. It wasn't just me. I don't think there was one person yesterday that was looking at the charts and was like, this looks bearish. This looks bullish today. Not one person said that. And yeah, we're pretty much in sideways, man. Like it's everyone every day is like, oh, we're going to break to the up. Every time we pump, everyone's, oh, we're going up to the upside. Oh, we're going to the downside. Up to the upside, right? It's sideways action. So at some point, something's got to give. Unfortunately, the charts can look super bearish, but if Bitcoin just doesn't want to break this range, right, there's not much we can really do, right? I mean, if you were looking at the charts yesterday and you thought the charts looked bullish, then I tell you right now, you're probably looking at the wrong charts. But yeah, I mean, that's all I got to say, dude. That's all I got to say on that, dude. And like I always say, I'm a guy that looks at the charts. I'm a guy who just looks at the charts, man, and hangs out. I've always said, I don't want my name to be someone that people think they're always right, because no one's always right. And if you follow someone because you think they're always right, then you're probably not following them for the right reason, right? So take that for what it is, dude. All right, let's go to the macro time frame. The macro. The crypto fear and greed index still at a 20. Let me refresh. Still at a 20. This will probably be up honestly, today, this will probably be up to like a 25. That's my guess. What do you guys think? In 18 minutes, what do you guys think the Fear and Greed Index is going to be? So I think, I think it's 25. What do you guys think in the chat? I'm saying 25 just because we saw a little bit of upwards price action. And it's funny. I could do another poll now. And I told you yesterday, massive pump. Yeah. I mean, whatever. Luna bullish. Anyways, market cap dominance on BTC. Why is this so small? What the? Hold on. I gotta fix that before it bothers me. Come on, settings, come up. Settings. Screw it. Anyways, settings don't want to open for me. We actually bounced nicely off that support line once again yesterday. Bitcoin dominance continues up here.
I believe I told you yesterday it was about to pump. Closing parenthesis.
Tired of guessing at this point. Hey, I mean, dude, I've been streaming every day for 2 months in sideways chop. There's only so much I can do, right? There's only so much I can do. But anyways, yeah, you bounced 1, 2, 3 times off this upward support line nicely, right? Nice little ascending triangle forming on the Bitcoin dominance. Now, like I've always said, it's an index. Might not respect a certain pattern, but so far, I mean, 3 touch points, 3 touch points, I guess, is a trend, right? So we'll see if we continue to make higher lows there on the Bitcoin dominance. For whatever reason, we can break above about 48%. We could see a nice move for the Bitcoin dominance. So that's something that we'll continue to look at throughout the stream. You keep me alive? I try to, Keith. It's trust me, guys. It's this price action for Bitcoin is just as annoying and boring for me as it is for you. It might even be more boring for me because I have to make content around it. I have to come up with something new to talk about every single day, and there's really not that much you can talk about when for 2 months we've been doing. Hold on, how can I explain this? We've been doing M, W, M, W, M. You guys know the MW, MW, MW pattern, aka sideways? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Bitcoin shorts continue to rise here as Bitcoin goes up. So there hasn't been really a correlation to this. Some days Bitcoin will go down, they'll go up. Some days the Bitcoin will go up, it'll go up. So there was a huge correlation to when Bitcoin was going down. You see these rise, and then Bitcoin will go up. You see these fall. Hasn't been a good correlation, at least for the last 4 or 5 days. So that's kind of the deal on the daily time frame. The U.S. dollar. What are we doing on the U.S. dollar? Well, we got rejected from that trend line again. Well, we know that. You guys have been watching the stream. You guys know we got rejected at this trend line again. Something we do like to look at because it does correlate with BTC, even though today, I mean, obviously, we've talked about this is more of a trend thing. It's not so much day-to-day. So when you see a red candle in the DXY, doesn't mean Bitcoin's going to have a green candle. It's more of a trend. So the trend is still down, right? We're still making lower highs on the DXY. So until we make a higher high, we haven't done it yet. Right? We got 1 high, we got 2 highs, 3 highs, 4 highs.
Get those likes up.
Until we get a higher high, I mean, you got to look at this from still a downtrend on the DXY. So that's good. This continues to dump here. That is really good for crypto. We'll continue to watch that. So what did the stock market do today? Holy moly. First time I look at this today, but what a day for the S&P. You pumped 1.2%, but I mean, that's pretty good for the S&P. So really good day for the S&P. You got a bullish. It looks like you're about to get a bullish engulfing on the S&P, which is really good. Really good. I mean, just a couple examples of when we got bullish engulfings on the S&P. Right here, boom. Right here, boom. You actually didn't get one. Actually, no, you didn't. You actually made another low right there and right there. And you can see every single time you get one of these, it leads to a pretty nice at least upward trend. You also had one here. So every time you get one of these, it usually leads to a nice upward trend. It's not a perfect, but I do like and bullish engulfings on the daily. So that is really, really nice. I actually want to look at this in the weekly time frame too as well. As long as this continues up, this is also good for crypto. So DXY going down, stock market going up. It's exactly what we want to see. That's the correlation we want to see. Weekly time frame, weekly still looks incredibly bullish. Incredibly bullish. It's crazy. Now, like I said, this is getting parabolic. Like if you zoom out, I mean, this is getting kind of crazy. But hey, I'm not going to complain. You're not going to complain. The stock guys aren't going to complain. So, hey, they want to continue doing this, they're going to continue doing it. Well, I kind of hit like twice. I don't know, Jacob. Why can't you hit like twice? I wish you could. I wish I could. Actually, probably not at this point. Anyways, what do we have next? We can look at some of the news. I mean, there's nothing crazy today, guys. Dude, there's been no news the last couple of days. The only one I really want to talk about, I don't even know how to say this. Sotheby's sells rare diamond for 12.3 million in crypto. It's just one thing I saw in CoinDesk. I thought it was pretty cool. Someone sold like the second biggest. I was reading here. I think it was the second largest pure diamond ever to appear in the public market, and they sold it for $12.3 million. I thought that was pretty cool. Nothing actually groundbreaking, right? There's not a lot of groundbreaking stuff coming out right now besides the China FUD. And I don't want to talk about the damn China FUD. I'm sick of talking about the China FUD, right? So I didn't want to talk about that. But everyone's talking about the China FUD and the grayscale, right? That's been talking to death. So that's kind of cool. The USDC, they have to disclose their SEC filings with these friggin' stable coins, man. It's more so people still don't know if they're backed by anything. They have to show what their assets are. We'll see if this has any effect on the market. It could, but this is obviously something that we're gonna have to wait and see. There's just obviously been a lot of stuff with stable coins lately, and are they backed by anything? Can they cause a big sell-off if they're not? I don't know. So this is something that it was a pretty big news, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. That's kind of a wait and see type of thing too. But until we get big news, guys, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. That section's more so for big groundbreaking news, and we just haven't got anything yet. So we're going to go on to the some of the super chats here, and we are going to. Grayscale will be all done OTC and will have no effect on the market. I agree. I don't think it's going to have any huge effect. I think that's one of those things that, I don't know. I just don't see that having a huge effect either, man. I totally agree with you. All right, let's go through some of these super chats. We got Fashad coming in hot, dude. Go long. He says, go long on Bitcoin. Best believe I should know. Fashad should know, but just a disclaimer, right? Just a disclaimer. Love Fashad. He loves Bitcoin. We all love Bitcoin. I feel like I'm George right now. We're all George. We all love Bitcoin. But he loves Shiba now too, right? I actually watched. So today, guys, I did want to note one thing today for all you guys in the stream. What's up, Neil? Glad to see you, my friend. It's good to see you in here, dude. It's not the same without my boy Neil in here. It really isn't. But anyways, I actually watched. I don't take this with a grain of salt, guys, because I don't like to spread misinformation. So a lot of the times when I talk about Shiba, okay, a lot of people come at me and said, Shiba has a use case. Shiba has a use case. Shiba's not a meme coin. Shiba's not a meme coin. So what did I do today? Yeah, I was bored. So I was like, hey, went on my walk, watched a couple videos, listened to a couple of videos on Shiba. 3 videos. Now, every video I watched, and these are all pretty highly reputable people, all stated that Shiba is still a meme coin. It really still doesn't have any use case. So I did my research on it, okay? And they all came to the same conclusion, that Shiba could be big because of the whole Vitalik thing and all that type of stuff, but does it have a use case right now? not necessarily. So I did want to tell you guys I did my research on Shiba. So I couldn't non-educated hate on Shiba because I get that a lot. The Shiba has a use case. Shiba's that. Shiba's this. But I did want to let you guys know I did do that. And no, I am not a Shiba-er. I came to the conclusion that I will not become a Shiba-er based on my research. Okay. But I did want to let you guys know I did that. In full transparency, I watched 3 videos on Shiba today. It took a lot. It took a lot. Michael said, hit those likes for our boy Air Jordan. Shiba swap. Shiba swap. Oh no. Hit those likes for our Air Jordan. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it, dude. Mike, again, let's get 600 likes for Air Jordan. 600? Heck, we're at 450 right now. Viewership's a little low today. It was low today but across the board for pretty much everyone, I noticed. But I think 600 is easy. I think we can hit 800 if we really try to. We're going to hit 800 by the end of the stream. I know we are. It's not even a question. And actually, at the end of the day, we can add the likes and dislikes because the likes and dislikes both help. It's all about engagement. So for anyone who doesn't like the channel, feel free to smack... I don't know if I can say that. Feel free to smack the opposite button. And for all you guys that like the channel, feel free to press that like button. Billy said there's a newcomer called Blank. Has a pretty unique use case. Have you ever heard of it? Also, somebody cashed out 130 million BTC 30 minutes ago. I have not heard of Blank. I don't know what that is. Apparently, I don't know if it was Streamlabs that blanked out that word because you said like a bad word or something. But I don't know what blank is. But I'm assuming you probably said some type of profanity. So that's a myth that dislikes help. Whatever. 500 like coming quick. You already own... Oh, I do own one Shiba. I do. I own one Shiba that one day I'm going to be rich. That one Shiba is going to be worth $1 one day. I'm telling you. And I can buy a whole candy bar with that Shiba. I believe I told you yesterday it was about to pump. On the grind. I believe you, man. I believe you. Now, I didn't see it on the charts, right? I don't think anyone did. Like I said yesterday, I watched actually a good amount of technical analysis videos yesterday. And every single person I watched was pretty bearish. So if you were bullish yesterday, hey, shout out to you, dude. Michael said, get those likes up again. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it, dude. But it's Blank. Jordan has a Shiba-shaped Prince Albert if Shiba gets to 1 cent. Yeah. George said sideways all July. We'll get the big boom on the 28th right after the decision for SEC regulation. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. Blank is the token? Oh. Blank is the token. Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense now when I think about it. Hey, why would they put blank there? Blank. I don't know what... You want to look at what it is on CoinMarketCap? We can do that. Blank wallet. Is this what it is? So it's ranked number 778. So it's not, I guess, it's been going sideways. It's only been out for, what, a couple months now? This is the right one. It's a private, non-custodial Ethereum wallet with browser extension. Okay, so it's like a MetaMask wallet, right? So what does it do different? I guess it's private. Blank is throwing me off. I feel like I'm saying profanity, but I'm not. Blank handles all crypto transactions in a confidential manner, creates a new wallet address with the required amount of crypto whenever a user decides to withdraw funds. All right. So interesting. I mean, unfortunately it came out at a good time, and unfortunately it just dumped with everything else. So since then it's probably just been going sideways. It hasn't really been doing much. There's not really a point of looking at the chart, but you know, could be useful. I don't know what's different. I would have to do a little bit more research to see what's different about it than all the other browser extension, you know, the browser extension apps or wallets, I should say. But, you know, blank, that is, it's a pretty bad name though. Like, I'm going to put all my crypto in blank wallet. People are going to be like, are you saying some bad word or something you can't say? You're going to put all your crypto in blank wallet? What does that even mean? Snatch. The regulation is 100% a FUD. The SEC cannot mandate crypto confidently in that amount of time. We're going to see the price skyrocket. Yeah. We'll wait and see, man. No one knows what's going to happen next. All I'm confident in is the long term, which we'll look at some long-term charts. I'll give you guys some hopium, right? Because I think, you know, a lot of the times, at least lately, you know, we've been a little bit, all right, Bitcoin's going sideways. Bitcoin's going down slightly, right? Because on the daily, like we talked about, I mean, Bitcoin for the most part has been going down and sideways, right? Down and sideways. That's kind of been the pattern here. Down and sideways, right? Falling channel. So we don't really talk about much hopium, but maybe on the long-term chart I can give you guys some hopium. Maybe. We'll see. Because I think my hopium glass is pretty full right now. All right, let's jump on into the gainers and losers on the day. Let's check them out. Let's go to gainers and losers, shall we? Gainers and losers. Hold on. I got mixed up here. There we go. Boom. All right. So, let's see. Let me refresh here. I'm not sure if this is legit. All right, it was. Total market cap up 230 today. Decent day, right? Decent day as far as maybe stocks go. For crypto, I call that sideways. Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the top caps up a little bit. Doge actually had a pretty good day today, up about 6% as far as the top caps go. But everything looks like it's either flat or up, you know, up to 3% for the most part as far as the top caps go. Axie obviously continuing to skyrocket here. Absolutely insane. Terra, Synthetics, EOS, Cosmos, Flow, Harmony, Decred, Sphin, Decentraland. Seeing some altcoins pop off, but Axie is absolutely going nuts. Up 307% in the last month, which is insane considering the overall macro price action that Bitcoin's had. So that's absolutely insane. But all right, let's look at some of our, you know, I like looking at this because it's always, all right, you guys think that there's going to be a
daily
Shiba.
Close. I repeat, it's the daily close.
All right, we got the daily close coming in hot here. You guys think that Shiba will, or a Inu coin or a Doge coin, some type of meme coin, will be number one on the top gainers today? Will it be the case? Let's find out. ETH down. What the heck happened there? Holy crap. That's insane. I don't even know what this is. Wow. Kawakami Finance up 3,000%. Kitten token. I don't even know what this is. Sword, Aragon. It's all animals, man. People love animals. People love animals. What? Yo. Look at this one. Oh my jeez. You gotta be kidding me. There's an uncle, there's a mom, there's a dad, there's a brother, there's a friend, and now there's a damn cousin. There's a damn cousin Doge now, and it's down 73% to the downside. You gotta be kidding me. You got to be freaking kidding me, dude. There's a cousin Doge. Anyways, we just got a new close for BTC. and on the daily, Bitcoin dumped right before the close. We actually came back down, back tested. We actually back tested that important level. So it looks like we actually back tested two important levels. We back tested. We actually adjust that right there, and you adjust that to the wicks. Looks like we actually wicked right down and tested the top of the cup and handle neckline, right there, perfect. And we actually tested the top of the rising channel at the same damn time. You guys know that song, At the Same Damn Time? Shout out to my college days, my ruthless days. But yeah, I mean, you test that level perfectly, and look, you're bouncing off that level. So that is a nice little close there to kind of get that over with, and hopefully now we can get another pump to the upside here. If not, like we got to break 34,994. That's what we're looking at right now, guys, for BTC. we got every type of the Doge though. Seriously. Ariella said, Fesh, found your channel a few days ago and you're now one of my favorite top 5 crypto YouTubers. Thanks for your great content and your sense of humor. Thank you. I try to have a sense of humor. It's not all seriousness, especially in times like this. You can't be serious every day. I could not personally stream here every day if I was just sitting here and looking at charts the whole time. You can't do that. You're going to make yourself go insane. So I appreciate you giving me a chance, and usually if you give me a chance, I mean, most people stick around. It's just some people don't get my sense of humor up front, and they get mad at me and all this type of stuff. So appreciate it. But yeah, nice close there. 4 hour looks good. I think a test of the top of this downwards channel makes a lot of sense. We just got to see if we can break it, right? You just got to see if we can break it. And it's also a test of this upwards rising old support. So got a couple things coming up. The daily looks good too. You're back into your green box. Perfect. Back into your green box. Now let's get back above this downwards yellow support on the downwards yellow resistance on the daily. Boom. You're good to go, man. You're good to freaking go. But that's kind of the rundown of the daily close, guys. That's kind of the rundown. Rip Doge. But we all love your wife Ethereum more. It's okay. I allow my guys, we're in an open relationship, okay? Ethereum can do whatever she wants. I can do whatever I want, all right? I unfortunately, I guess I would say fortunately for me, maybe not for her, I do mess around with a lot with Bitcoin. You know, and I mess around a lot with other, you know, lower quality things. Okay, so keep that in mind. Ethereum, I know she gets around with all you guys, so I have no problem with it. No problem with it. We're in an open relationship. But anyways, unless he hates you, he comes. Pretty much. John says my top 5 YouTubers are 1 Jordan, 2 Jordan, 3 Jordan, 4 George, and 5 Jordan. Come on, you gotta put George at least 1 or 2, man. I'm cool with George being number 1 and number 2. He's the only one though. Maybe you can put Ben Cow in number 3. But other than that, I like your list, dude. I like your list. Stepmom. Yeah, next we're gonna have a step. Actually, you know what? That's pretty funny. Hold on. That is actually hilarious. We have a step dad. No. Stepmom. Do we have an aunt? No. Do we have an uncle? Yep, we got an Uncle Doge. I think we already looked at Uncle Doge, but we have an Uncle Doge. So we got almost the whole family. We need an Aunt Doge. Do we have a Grandma? No, we don't have a Grandma. Do we have Grandpa Doge? No. Guys,
look up Gary Gensler, SEC chairman.
So he
taught blockchain and finance at MIT Sloan and is pro-crypto.
Jeb?
Any SEC reg should be investor-friendly, I bet.
NG said I'm kind of grossed out now. That's crazy. That's crazy. Cheating on ETH with Doge. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. Random Doge. Chris, you have the same name as me, man, so we're good to go. All right. I really, dude, I haven't put on the helmet. When's the last time I put on the helmet? Do you guys remember the last time I put on the damn helmet? Crazy. All right. Let me get through some of this list again. All right. We did gainers and losers today. I mean, dude, like we, John said, a redhead step Doge. Dewey said, oh, Dewey, what's up, man? Look up Gary Gessler, SEC chairman. He taught blockchain and finance at MIT Sloan and is pro crypto. Any SEC reg should be investor friendly, I bet. Hopefully, dude. Hopefully, I do want to look at more into that type of stuff. Like I said, I'm starting to do more fundamental research and stuff, so I can give you guys more fundamental content and things like that. But that's coming down the line. It's kind of why I've been going down the list as far as catching up on what uniquely every coin does very uniquely, and doing a lot of research in every coin. Today was Shiba. Actually, I did multiple coins today, but one of the coins today was Shiba, so that's why I kind of was looking up Shiba. And my conclusion for Shiba is my same conclusion that I had before. So keep that in mind. Shiba. But thank you, Dewey. Appreciate it, dude. Dewey. That's a good name. I like Dewey. You guys like Dewey? Redheaded Step Doge is the winner. All right, let's see. Bitcoin's chilling right now. Let's look at some of the hot coins, shall we? Some of the hot coins. Who's hot today? Who is spicy? Axie, obviously, 37%. We'll look at Axie's chart for anyone that's in Axie. Who's in Axie? Who in the chat is in Axie? I don't know how many guys are actually in Axie, but we'll look it up. This one kind of came out of the woodwork. Maybe did some big YouTuber shout out Axie and that's why it's pumping. Something happened with this. Axie. But yeah, I mean, obviously it was dumping with everything else, and bam, he just went haywire. Absolutely haywire. Let's see. Yeah, you can see that first initial pump. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. I love this. Yeah, the first initial pump went right to your 1.618 fib perfectly. So if this does continue up for whatever reason, and the daily is overbought, but when something's this bullish, I mean, dude, this thing doesn't look like it's going to stop. But the daily is overbought, so keep that in mind. But your next target for Axie, if this does continue up, is 23.85. If it does continue up, just keep in mind though, you do have some, overboughts on the daily. 4 hour, you got room to run. And 1 hour, you got room to run. So, I mean, you're looking pretty juicy on, some of these time frames here, to be honest. But, yeah, 23.84 could be the next one. Or Axie. I have many Axie. The Axie metaverse is pumping in China. Safe Shiba Inu Doge. Yeah. It came up on an interview with George did today, but I don't think that caused it. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like it's been pumping for a couple of days, so I don't know what really happened there. Oh, what does the Bank of Canada have to say? I mean, he's being a little quiet today because yesterday he was being loud because he was like, "Oh, we're going down," right? That's usually they all start coming in. I told you guys we were going down. I told you guys yesterday. But now they're all gone. But I guess he can tell. Hey, Bank of Canada guy. Yeah. Come here, man. All right. Tell them what you think about Bitcoin. Tell them what you think. All right. Tell them exactly what you think. Don't let loose. All right. All right. Here he is, guys.
Basically, Bitcoin is clearly a scam. Cryptocurrency is clearly an idiot with no common sense. And scientifically speaking, according to a study at the Bank of Canada, more people who are financially illiterate invest in Bitcoin.
All right, get out of here, man. That's all we wanted from you. Go back to Canada. Go back to Canada. Jeez. Man, Canadians. Just kidding. I love Canadians. Jazz is Canadian. How could I not love Canadians? I'm just kidding for all you Canadians out there. Seriously. But, yeah, I mean, dude. It's crazy. That guy definitely works at McDonald's. All right. Anyways, what's up, Anubu? What's up? Man. All right. So Bitcoin's getting a little pumpage right now. Here come everyone in the chat. This is not a pump. We're up 0.5%. Emoji, 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 emoji. But yeah, we're going up to test our highs there. In all seriousness, 34,094. I think if we break that, guys, I think and move up to, I should go with the 4 hour for this. A move up to approximately about, where both of these kind of intersect would make a lot of sense. Move up to about maybe 34,600. It makes some sense to me. You just got a bunch of kind of confluences, resistance lines there. So looking not too shabby here for BTC. Maybe we consolidate here for a little bit, cool down the RSI, but we got some room to run, right? If we really want to run, we can. We can do it. So we'll see. All right, that guy keeps breaking the ice machine. Yeah, he can't work at McDubs. He doesn't have the qualifications. You have to have a high school. You have to have you have to have a high school diploma to work at McDonald's. So at least at the one I work at, right? Some of them you can work in high school, but the one I work at, you have to have a high school diploma. I know, super awesome, but yeah. What's up, Gen 2? Hey, Jordan, hope you're doing well. Can you look at Luna? Gen 2, I can look at anything you want me to look at. Let me actually change to altcoins here, because that's the section we're on. We'll look at Luna, and then we'll go over maybe a couple other
Hey,
hot
Jordan,
coins.
hope you're well. Can you look at Luna?
The hot coins. They're super hot. Super, super hot. Yeah, I can look at Luna, though. Luna, I mean, Luna's a hot coin. Luna's last 2 days, Luna has been actually really well. That is freaking awesome. You actually broke. Look at that on Luna. Luna could start moving here. Really moving. You broke this resistance, right? This high. You broke it. Boom, on the daily close. Boom. Right? Now what do you have to do for Luna? Well, you do have, I guess you have some wicks back here from your previous highs from back here, but they line up perfectly with the 200-day moving average. So if you can get back above this 200-day moving average for Luna, you look left, you really don't have much until, I mean, just looking up, I mean, you could go up to 944, but that might even be a big resistance. It might even be 1050. 1050 might be, actually, yeah, I mean, that's kind of just a candle body close, but 1050, previous support, previous resistance, could get a pretty sizable move there for Luna, but really nice breakout. That's awesome. I don't know why I feel like it's so awesome. It just is. It just is. Look at this last dip. Let's take this high to this high. Yeah, you can see how the Fibonacci levels line up pretty well with a lot of these levels. So 1050 or so, right? Give or take a few cents there. Probably your next resistance there for Luna. Getting overbought on the daily, right? You have some more room to run up. Keep that in mind. The 4 hour, I could have some bearish divergence there. So keep that in mind. If you can't break this high on the RSI, just be careful. You might have some bearish divergence. We're making higher highs in price action, but you're making lower highs on the RSI. So keep that in mind. But if you keep pumping, that's going to nullify this. You just want to make a higher high on the RSI. where then you're getting, you know, same confluence, you're getting higher highs in the RSI and higher highs in price action, right? So Luna looking quite yummy, if I ask. And I like yummy things. All right, there we go. 34,000, 37 for BTC. We're going up to test that wick high that we had earlier today. We're going up to test it right now. Let's see if we can break it, guys. Let's freaking see. George, I'll check out the moon chart for you, my man. I also got to make you a mod. Just don't be, guys, don't time people out for, George, I made you a mod. Don't time people out for, you know, putting emojis in the chat. Don't time people out for, you know, being a bear, right? Just a shout out to the mods. Like, don't time people out for just because you disagree with what they're saying, right? Time people out if they're spamming or they're even if they're talking crap. I don't care if they talk crap, right? I talk crap to people. So just a quick shout out to the mods. You guys do a great job, though. You guys do a great job. I never really have to tell you guys to do anything. But just wanted to say that. We're breaking this. Let's freaking go. I have a new... I haven't been able to play the pump song. Seriously. The mods on Georgia's stream were ruthless this morning. Jeez. Why are they so ruthless? Were people being... were people being, like, rude to George or something? People being rude to George? You can't be rude to George. Like, I get why you can be rude to me, because I sometimes have a pretty big mouth, and, you know, I'm kind of stuck in my ways with a lot of things. It's hard to be rude to George. But I guess if you don't like the constant hopium, I get it, but I just don't see how you can be mean to George. I don't see it, but that's just me. I get why you can maybe be mean to me if you don't like Shiba or something, you know? Sebastian said, how much time do you think BTC will reach this higher high? No idea, man. Could be 2 hours, could be this, could be today. Could be 2 hours, could be today, who knows? Who knows, man? We're having a tough time breaking this, though. We keep wicking up to that general same level, though, at the moment. All right. All right, let's go back to some hot coins, shall we? Because I'm feeling hot. I'm feeling spicy today, right? I'm feeling spicy. George will OD on hopium one of these days. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Kyle, that's a good point. George keeps me from selling my crypto, and Ben keeps me realist, and you keep me LOLing. Appreciate it, man. I hope I can add, I hope I sprinkle a little bit of hopium, and I hope I sprinkle a little bit of realism in there too. I hope I do a little bit of that. I hope I'm not all for the laughs, right? I try to, you guys know I love long-term charts. It's tough to look at a live stream and always go over long-term stuff, because like I would do that. I love what Ben does, and that's what I like doing, but I don't know if I could do that like every day, because eventually you just run out of long-term charts to look at, especially on a live stream. You can do static videos like that, but on a live stream, it's tough to look at longer-term charts every day, because you're going to be looking at the same two, three charts every single day. And you can only talk about it for so long, you know what I mean? That's the only reason why I don't do that, or else I would totally do that. All right. Hot shots. I'm feeling spicy. Like I said, I'm feeling spicy. You can get cream for that. Oh, man. That's funny. That's funny. All right. Terra. Who likes Terra? Anyone like Terra? I don't know if anyone likes Terra. But you know what's funny? Wait, did EOS pump today? EOS pumped today. EOS. I think our BitBoy was talking crap about EOS in his stream today, and it quite pumped today afterwards. That's pretty funny. But yeah, we can look at Terra. I don't know if anyone likes Terra, but I assume like a lot of the top coins, a lot of people maybe FOMO into them. So, and this looks. Wait, is this the? Oh, we did Luna, Terra Luna. I thought I looked at Axie before. Maybe not. Did I just skip Axie? I already did Luna, guys. I literally just did Luna. That's funny. And I already did Axie. I can't remember. Can't remember these coins, dude. Synthetics up 20%. I don't know if anyone wants to look at that. I know some people like synthetics. We'll look at it because actually, a lot of people ask me about synthetics. SPX. Hold on. SNX. Jeez. Come on, Jordan. Break and go. SNX. Oh, nice cup and handle. Another nice cup and handle. We're seeing this on a lot of coins. On the daily time frame too, which is really nice. I'd say on this, probably a neckline's right here. You could argue maybe it's your wick here, but yeah, you break this neckline. It's another cup and handle. Boom. Perfect bounce off the 20-day moving average. This is like my favorite setup right here, and I see this all the time in these cup and handles. You get a cup, come back down,
You
back
should
test
have more
the
subs
4-hour
than
moving
George
average.
Emo. He's good, but I like the unbiased opinions. People just love, when Lambo, scenarios. I like real information.
I don't think I should have more subs than George, dude. George does an excellent job, and he's been doing it for a lot longer than I have. So I don't agree with you. Maybe one day. My goal is to have the best stream, the best crypto stream. I'm not quite there yet, but I don't agree. I don't agree with you. George is better than me. Anyways, but you're right about one thing. Hopium does get you more views. Hopium does get you more subscribers, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I could do Hopium every day. I'd run out of. I don't have as much Hopium as George does. George just has so much Hopium. Anyways, cup and handle pattern. You break this $12, $14 level. You should. You just look at this from this sort of sense. You break to the upside on this, about 1873 is your upside target. Now it's obviously depending on Bitcoin pumps and a lot of different factors. You also got to break your 200-day moving average coming across. That's at 1575 at the moment. But that is one breakout that we could definitely see here if Bitcoin does continue up. So nice little setup there on SNX. Literally my perfect bottom setup is literally this. Cup and handle, back testing the 20-day exponential moving average, and then pumping. Textbook. So that's that. Bitcoin's still chilling at 34,000. Will we break? You know what? It's time for a poll. It is time for a poll. That's it, guys. Don't be calling George a clown. Come on, be nice, man. Be nice. George is awesome, and George does not have a delusion. I agree with everything George says. In the long, he's talking about long term. In the long term, we will reach the price that we will reach. We'll look at that in the next section, Bitcoin long-term charts. But I agree with everything George says. Right? So Hopium's good. It keeps the people that want to hold confident, right? So everyone needs that. Everyone needs that type of stuff, right? I need it. George might watch other channels for Hopium, right? We all need it. We all need it. Will BTC break? Will BTC break 30? We're gonna say 34,200 tonight. I want a yes or no. And I don't want anything else. I don't want a maybe. I don't want a yes but. I don't want a no but. I don't want a. Will BTC break 34,200 tonight? All right, that's the key things here. That's the keywords. Yes and no. Yes, I remember to do yes and no this time. I remember to do yes and no. Oh, it's crazy. The sentiment has switched. Just kidding. I mean, my sentiment has switched a little bit today. And that's a thing.
I have a couple health conditions and can't take any stress. Tor the only ta guy who keeps me relaxed. More chill vibe. Keep that going, man.
Thank you, Joel. Appreciate it, man. I'm keeping the chill vibe. The chill vibe is where we're at. We've had chill vibe since day one. Now I might update. Oh, let me get rid of that freaking stream about to start on the top right there. That's kind of obnoxious. There we go. But yeah, I might add different stuff to the stream and stuff like that. But it's always going to be the same setup. People like it. It works. It's sort of a bare-bones setup, but everyone's bear. Everyone's bullish now. It can go up, or but yesterday you were bearish. But yesterday you were bearish. That's my most favorite comment that I see on my comment section on any YouTuber comment section that does charts. TA, you're meant to react to what the price is telling you, right? You're not meant to just, all right, I'm bearish today. And if we pump $5,000 to the upside, I'm still going to remain bearish. It's not the way that it's supposed to meant to be. That's my favorite comment, right? It's just hilarious. You were bearish yesterday. You were bullish yesterday. Yeah, the charts change, my guy. If the charts just go like this, then I get your point, right? But the charts go whoop, whoop, whoop. You can be bullish, bearish, neutral, whatever. Right? You adapt to what the chart tells you. The chart doesn't adapt to you. You adapt to the chart. All right? Boom. Yesterday you were bearish. Here we go. Derek said, dude, you got a Nissan Sentra with a loud muffler. Do I? I don't know what that means, Derek, but if you could elaborate on what you mean there, that would be cool. Sure, we'll get 700 likes. I hope I do. We're at 591. We got 110 to go, which I think we'll hit it. I think we'll hit it. Maybe we won't. Who knows? The market is dynamic. We are dynamic. All right, there we go. 34,133. We broke the high. Now, can we get some upwards price action here? Let's get some momentum, right? Let's not stall out. We can't stall out here. Let's not stall, BTC. Come on. Is it helmet time? Should I throw in the helmet to boost it up? What do you guys think? Helmet to boost it? Yes or no to helmet? Boost it. Boost it. Boost it. No. The first guy said, Steven said no. No helmet. Boost. I don't know if we need the boost yet though. I want the devil suit. No helmet. Sleep in the damn helmet. No helmet. I'll jinx it. All right, I'm not gonna put it on, but I don't know. I feel like today is the day where if I put on the helmet, we're gonna pump, and if I don't put on the helmet, we're gonna stall out right here. That's just what I think. That's just what I think. We're gonna freaking stall out, man. I really want to boost it though. I really want to boost it. You guys know I love the boost. Moon phase BTC. You guys love the moon phase. I think that's your favorite chart to look at is the moon phase. Yeah, look at the moon phase real quick. Why not? The moon phase. Let's see. Moon. When did we get the new moon? I thought it was today. Yes, it's tomorrow. The moon phase is tomorrow, which would what indicate a dump, right? So, yeah. I mean, the moon phase would indicate a dump. So, we'll see. It would correlate pretty well with maybe us backtesting this yellow resistance and us getting the new moon. It would correlate pretty well, you have to say.
Bitcoin is an idiot. Open mouth smile. There are many other indicators than paw charts that need consideration when making price predictions. Helmet.
Man, that's funny. But yeah, that's the moon phase chart. I mean, not much different with that, dude. Dump it. Dump it. SlickX said BitBoy doesn't know anything. No one knows anything, right? The only proven strategy is you are is the general long-term projection for Bitcoin. I mean, we saw the last 10 years.
Just put on the damn helmet.
Just put on the damn helmet. All right, I'm doing it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're about to blast off. There we go. Let's get the boost. Pump it. Pump it. There we go. All right, we'll see if we pump. I think we will. Come on, pump it. Just put on the damn helmet. There we go. All right, that leads me to my next point. Let's go check out the long-term charts while we wait for BTC to pump, which I think it will. Come on, BTC. You're right there, dude. You're right. Get a couple local high wicks back here. That's why you're getting some resistance, but you're right there. All right, let's go reboosting. 34,186. All right, let's go look at some of the long-term charts while we wait for BTC. Maybe if I look away for a second while we have the helmet on, that will correlate to us pumping. Maybe. We'll see. Bitcoin long-term shots.
Jordan, you are up there with the best. Keep it up and football's coming home.
And football's coming home. Oh, you won. England won?
Helmet on. Dump it.
Helmet on. Dump it. Dump it. Dump it. All right. Let's look at some. Damn. Come on, BTC. You're still there, though. You're still there. You're still there. You might be recharging, right? You're just recharging the batteries until you get your next little pump there. You're fine. You're doing fine. All right. BTC weekly. Just a real quick on the weekly time frame. We can look at a few stuff we normally look at, right? I mean, there's multiple long-term indicators that show that we haven't reached our peak yet. And you guys know that really the same three charts that everyone looks at, right? The same three charts that everyone looks at, including myself. There's only so much you can look at with the long term. But obviously the log curves, you didn't reach the top of the log curves on the last 3 cycles. Now it's only 3 data points, so keep it at that. The second one is obviously, basically this is showing us we haven't hit our top yet. That's one. The second one is obviously the classic correlation
UFC
of
starts
the
Crypto.com promotion tomorrow night. MLB starts FTX crypto promotion at Tuesday's Star Game. Do you think these partnerships help crypto?
What was that? Machines of Time. UFC starts Crypto.com promotion tomorrow night. MLB starts FTX crypto promotion on Tuesday, Star Game. Do you think these partnerships help crypto? Yeah, I think they'll have some. They probably will get some people in. Now I think it's going to have a massive impact. Probably not, but it might get some of the average Joe people to come in, for sure. Who knows though? Anyways, let me get this. Everyone knows this one too, right? Where we just kind of look at all the tops of all the previous cycles and how you just kind of get descending, descending gains over time, and the cycles take longer. This is another example of us not topping out yet. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put my my Ben TM on this. I got to put my Ben TM on this. As we all know, Ben's the only one that's allowed to look at these charts. No one else is allowed to. It's my favorite joke. You guys probably don't think that joke's funny. I always think that's funny. Because one guy, I did this and it was like, this is what Ben does. So hold on, let me do Ben and the copyright. There we go. All right. There we go. So these are the first two things everyone looks at. Now I have my third indicator, which also tells me that, I don't think, so my indicator actually told us that we did top out, but I don't think that, I think it's a double top cycle, as you guys know what I think. So let me actually get rid of this. All right, so all the three cycles you have an almost, it's not perfect, but you have a general trend line coming down. So if this does play out like it usually does.
Coin it hurt.
I love the joke. Thank you, Anders. Someone said they have to love the joke. I guess only one person loves my Ben TM, my Ben copyright joke. But anyways, what do we do, right? So we didn't hit the top of our logarithmic regression curve. Perfect. Shows the top's not in. Secondly, what did we just do? Right? We were over our 2017 bull market. We were outpacing every single bull market. We were outpacing, oh, not every single bull market, but we were outpacing 2017. We had the typical halfway dump that we see in every single bull market. Now we're back below 2017. Now my analogy, what I like to say is we're right here right now. It doesn't matter how we get to this, whatever our endpoint is, right? Say if it's over here, who knows? Who knows? So it's over here, we'll just put right here just to match the trend, right? No matter how we get to that point, whether it's straight there, whether it's another dip and up there, whether it's sideways and up there, whether it's another pump, another dump, another pump, another dump, you're going to get that same point every single damn time. So the short-term price action does not really matter. It's fun to look at. It gets your jimmies going, but it does not matter in the long-term perspective, right? What really matters is the endpoint, and we're going to that same level every single time. And everyone's freaking out. We had the same drop in 2011, the same drop in 2013. We had a midway drop in 2017, and we just had the same midway drop that we did in every single bull cycle, right in the damn middle. All right? So you can take those three things to the bank, slam dunk it, and we're going to wait till we top out. Now, it might be longer than we all expected. We were all expecting it this year that we top out, but is it going to be this year? Not looking like it. Could be. Could be. There's people that think that we're still going to top out over 100K by the end of this year. I think we break all-time highs by the end of this year. I don't think we break 100K by the end of this year. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I can eat those words, because it does me better to be wrong with my investment than to be right here. But man, like, dude, I just don't understand how you can be bearish in the long term. Just looking at everything, just looking at the three things I just looked at, I don't understand how you can be bearish in the long term. Now, I get short term, I get medium term, I get all that. But long term, I don't see it. I don't see it. And not only that, just to add a fourth thing on here, okay? The RSI is at a 43. The lowest Bitcoin has ever gone on the weekly RSI was a 27. So we're almost at that level. So even if we do have one more drop, it's not going to be the drop to 14,000 like everyone's talking about. All right? Even if we drop, we don't have that much lower to go, in my opinion. An example, 2014, bottom, 2019, bottom, 2020, bottom, and that's all you got. And you can even look back here. Yeah, you didn't even get that low in 2011. So everything's lining up to some way, somehow, we're going to get up there. And even if we do drop, it's not...
If only Ben can use that chart, then only
What is this,
Pythagoras
bro?
can use Pythagorean
I didn't even
theorem.
try- I
Rolling
swear I
on the
didn't try to
floor,
do that.
laughing,
I swear.
rolling on the floor, laughing.
But, yeah. I mean, that's all I got to say about this,
After
guys,
a big
right?
dump, do you leave streaks
That's all I
and
gotta say.
double?
This will dump overnight. Who cares long term? Why don't you care long term? That's what you should be caring about.
It's just
The
bust
real millionaires, the
34.200.
I guess you can say the real millionaires are making it long term, man. You're not becoming a millionaire in a day, right? There we go, Bitcoin. See the helmet, guys. The helmet. You're not gonna get you're just not gonna get not gonna become a millionaire overnight. If only Ben can use that chart, then only Pythagoras can use Ethereum. Yeah. Only Ben can use the logarithmic regression curve. No one else can use it. That's like saying like BitBoy can only use market cipher. Or that's like saying I don't know, who else does it? Like that's like saying Carl the Moon can only
Your
use the
opinion
RSI.
on Celsius token?
Like,
Think it's at $6.
It's too funny, man. It's too funny. But yeah, that's my hopium rant for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed my hopium rant. I do like to do a hopium rant at least once a week. At least once a week. It's pretty fun sometimes. Invest every week. You can become a hobo overnight. You can. That's for sure. All right. Let me catch up here. Random Blue Sheet said, I got so... Random, I'm not even going to read that, dude. Thanks for the super chat, man, but geez. Gothic said, it just bust 34,200. It busted it. It absolutely busted it, man. I love the use to bust. I love it, man. YME said, after a big dump, do you leave... What? What are these super chats right now, man? You guys are coming up with random stuff. After a big dump, do you leave? No, I don't. No, I don't. Some people do. I have before, YME, but no, I usually don't do that. Trevor said, if only Ben can use that chart, then only Pythagoras can use Pythagorean theorem. Yeah, it's true. Billy said, your opinion on Celsius token? I think it's at $6. Is it at $6? Bust it. Bust it. Bust it. Guys, you gotta get me in that mood where I start busting it and doing the Bugs Bunny. No, 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 no. Bugs Bunny. Then they put their freaking butt in the air. Alright. Celsius token. Celsius token, man. Bugs Bunny. No, 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 no. Bugs Bunny. I got that stuck in my head now. Alright, on the daily, what's Celsius doing? Is this the full chart? Yeah, whatever. This is what we're going to use. Here we go again. Someone brought it up, and I had to say it, man. I had to say it. To bust it. Like, what is... you guys know I can't bring something up and not go on a rant. This is what I do. I bring something up. I say I can't talk about this, and then what do? I always end up going on a rant about that same thing. I'll do it in a second though. Celsius. What are we looking at here for Celsius on the 4-hour time frame? It's not really. So you're trying to hold. I gotta make a fresh chart on this. I don't have a chart made. But what I do see for Celsius, okay, I see a couple different things. See, it's kind of an awkward, I mean, it's the general shape. Just imagine. You got a cup and you got your handle. You broke out. You came back down and retested it. Okay? So, in theory, now this is obviously in theory, you should, assuming we stay bullish here for the next couple of days, I mean, it should go up to about 776 based on, you know, normal theory, I guess you could call it. But if you do pump, I mean, your next resistance levels, you got room to run on all the time frames. You cool down the 4 hour, cool down the 1 hour. You got room to run on every RSI. So you look at the daily at 706, you break that high. I mean, just looking up, you might have some resistance at 745 too, but you're potentially going up to higher levels. Yeah, you went right up to your 786. Right up to your 0.618 Fibonacci on this last move too, which is good.
Bugs Bunny, dun na na. Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny, dun na. Bugs Bunny. Yeah, but Celsius looks good, man. Nice bounce on that. Perfect bullish structure there. Perfect bullish structure. Now, obviously, that's assuming Bitcoin continues up, right? The helmet. Oh, where's the helmet? We need the helmet back on. There we go. I didn't mean to take the helmet off. It's because I switched scenes here. And fortunately, I had to put on the helmet each individual scene. So, yeah, that's that. All right, I went over the long-term charts. I'll skip on over into the sup chats. The sup chats.
Can you check the McRib indicator? Thanks.
All right, the helmet's going to boost us up again, guys. I didn't even realize it was off, honestly. I didn't even realize it was off. JGB say, can you check the McRib indicator? Yeah. See, I don't love the McRib indicator. The reason why I don't, it's very, very, I can't say that. I can't say that. YouTube, we need Theta to come out, man, so I can just say what I want to say. Can't say that. The reason why I don't like the McRib indicator.
I think in the past you said you were a computer science major. Have you ever programmed with Python or C++ on the ETH blockchain? Other blockchain APIs?
I'll go back to the McRib indicator in a second, man. I got to decide if I want to say my answer. I think in the past you said you were a computer science major. I was, and I know I have never programmed on the Python or C++ ETH, or ETH blockchain. But I know I can do C++. Python, I'm a little iffy, but I can do C++. I can do Java, and I can do all the web programming stuff. Obviously, that's more simple stuff. HTML, CSS, or yeah. So I can do all that. Python, I don't know if. No, I did. It was I didn't. That's probably my worst one though. No. PHP too. PHP. You guys like to use PHP? Who here can use PHP? HTML. HTML is basic. Who here knows here how to use PHP? Who knows here how to use freaking damn, what's it called now, dude? It's been so long since I did all that stuff. I just seen your wife. Is pumping. Thoughts? Oh, my wife. Wait, she's gone. Ethereum. She's gone, and it makes sense why she's pumping. Now, where she is, and you know, who she's necessarily pumping for, I don't know. And I guess that's the whole point of us having a open relationship. But Yeah, Ethereum's
I
going
just
up right
seen
now.
that your wife is pumping. Thoughts?
Net core. I've used PHP. PHP. CSS. Python. Yeah, I mean, they're all relatively the same, I guess. I mean, they're all relatively the same, but I mean, a lot of the dude, it's been so long. It's crazy. I think I was in college 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Insane. Absolutely insane. If parentheses Jordan is greater than or equal to your favorite crypto streamer, enter. I forget all this stuff. Crap, dude. Or no, it's the freaking what's it called? The freaking semicolon. Then or and we could keep going with this. If I had it in front of me, then I could do all that fun jazz. Saying it's a little more interesting though. Don't know HTML. Anyone experiencing? Jeez. And you know what's funny? I people say it all the time, dude. People say it all the time. When you go to college, most people, not most people, but a lot of people don't do what they go to college for. I never did anything with that. Now, it's helped me a lot with life. You know, it's all the jobs that I've had have kind of been used by computers. Look what I'm doing now. I'm freaking live streaming right now. Like, and what's good is I can, a lot of this stuff you see on the stream, I can do this myself. I don't need anyone to really help me implement
Tsunami
anything. I can do it
incoming,
myself,
get ready.
which is good. So a lot of it I learned is a good life skill. But you forgot the colon before the indents. Dude. But yeah, I learned a lot of life skills. I didn't actually do any jobs with it though, but Rashad says tsunami incoming. Rashad, tsunami is coming every day. The Shiba tsunami is coming. I'm waiting for the Shuniba. The Shiba tsunami. That's hard to say twice. But yeah, I mean, Ethereum on the 4 hours going up to test its 4 hour EMA right now. We break above that, it's pretty bullish. I think we test 2274. And then also you have 2400 approximately as our next resistance. But yeah, ETH is looking good. As long as Bitcoin continues to go up here, I think Ethereum should continue up. Bitcoin having a hard time breaking 34,115. I'm taking off the helmet. It's too hot in here. Plus, we're not really pumping right now. We're not really pumping. I really want Bitcoin to pump so I can play the party music. That I can play my new pumping, not the pumping thing. Fortunately, I haven't been on stream where it's been pumping, so I can't do it. It's been freaking ridiculous. And why AXS and Sandbox pumping? Oh, you know why Sandbox is pumping? Because they were hyping it up on BitBoys around the blockchain today. That's what I say. A lot of these coins, guys, is like, if someone with a channel that has over 300,000 subscribers talks about a coin, it's gonna pump. And that's why a lot of these like hidden gem altcoin videos, it's like, you know, some of them are legit, but like it's a lot of them pump because like a big YouTuber will say, this is a hidden gem, and then everyone freaking buys it and it pumps. It's kind of like self-fulfilling prophecy almost, right? Not all the time. There's times where you actually find hidden gems and they're actually good projects, but a lot of times the momentum gets started on a coin, right? It'll be stagnant, but a momentum gets started on a coin because a big personality shouts it out. And if that big personality didn't shout it out, it probably would have stayed stagnant. That's why a lot of those hidden gem videos, unless it's like a big person, I kind of take them with a grain of salt, personally. Money tsunami incoming. Yes. Rashad, go pump BTC so we can hear Jordan's new party music. I want to. No, because The Walking Dead has something to do with sand, not a YouTuber. When did it start pumping? If it started pumping like today, hold on, let me look up sand. Sand. What a name, by the way. I like it. Sandbox. Oh, it's been pumping for a while. So I guess scratch that on that coin at least, but yeah, sand's been pumping for a while. I guess my point doesn't stand for sand, but my point still stands. A lot of times the hype gets pumped up on these because of big personalities. But that's probably going to help it out. They talked about it on the blockchain today. It's been pumping for a while, though. It's been pumping since then in June. Jazz talked about it. Of course, Jazz talked about that. Like, come on. She's the true investigator in the stream. She's a true investigator. Is Sandbox live? Yeah, pretty sure. I mean, I haven't used it, but they were talking about it on. They said I usually don't watch around the blockchain, but they were talking about that today. Some of them said they own land and stuff. They own land in there. The land of the free. Maybe I'll get some land and I get some land in Decentraland. I don't know why sand is hyping it. I guess it's The Walking Dead. I don't know how big of news that actually is. It's just one show, but I guess any news is good news. You guys know I like Decentraland. I might buy some land in Decentraland. Decentraland. Kind of how Jordan pumps McDub sales. Exactly. You catch my drift, dude. You catch my drift. McDubs. The McDub sales. I'm actually really good at upselling, guys. Like, when customers come in, they always order the single cheeseburger, and I'm like, why not just get the double? It's 20 cents more. And every time they're like, you know what? That was a simple sales pitch, but you're right. You're right. And then that same customer after will complain because they wanted their burger with 1 pickle instead of 2, and they got 2 pickles. And yes, I have seen that at McDonald's before. I went in McDonald's before. Like, this is legit. I went in McDonald's before. Someone asked for 1 pickle on their burger, not 2. They got 2 pickles. That's Karen put up a fight with the manager that she got 2 pickles instead of a 1 pickle. Instead of just being like a normal person, taking 1 pickle out and eating the damn sandwich. Nope, I'm going to cause a scene because you asked for 1 pickle, you got 2. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. I can't do it. I can't do it. There's 2 types of people in this world. Karens and people that look at Karens like this. I'm the second one. All right? I guess you can call it people who get offended over everything and people who look at people who get offended over everything like this. It's only a quarter pound. It's only a quarter more. And look how much you get. Chain link. You should take a look at EOS crypto stream platform backed by Ubisoft. Interesting. Guys, your ex was like that? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I guess, you know, I don't know where I'm going to go with this, but I guess both sides got to fit in a puzzle, right? Both got to be different. You're both the same. It doesn't work, I guess. That's what they say, at least. I don't know. I don't know if I believe in that personally. I don't even custom order my... I'm I'm paying what I get what I want. You're paying a dollar for your single McDonald's burger, or $2 for your McDouble. Take off the damn pickle. Take off the damn pickle. Man, what are we talking about? All right, we're 8 likes away from 700. 8 likes away, right? The goal was 700. Hey, we're almost there. We're almost there. What's up, antisocial?
Check out Dollar Luna. This coin is going to the moon. FUNDAMENTALS.
No, there's love. Check out Luna. This coin is going to the moon. Fundamentals. All right. You got some fundamentals. I don't know why you felt the need to do. FUNDAMENTALS. Check out Luna, though. Yeah, Luna. I think we looked at Luna earlier, didn't we, guys? Luna's killing it, though. Luna is killing it. You broke this high, dude. 1, 2, you broke that high. You're off to the races. Now, you have a couple little wicks back here, right? That you could get some resistance on. But after that, you got clear skies, in my opinion, to 1046. But obviously, that assumes that Bitcoin continues up. If it doesn't, nope.
Nope. Nope.
Right? You're not going to keep pumping if Bitcoin doesn't pump. It's 9:03. Crypto fear and greed index stayed at 20. Test it out. Look at that. We stayed exactly the same place, even though the price went up. It's actually kind of funny. Sentiment is the exact same. Smash the darn likes. Smash the darn likes. 700 likes. There we go. There we go. All these altcoins are useless to look at if Bitcoin is not healthy. Bitcoin is the focus as of now. Anonymous, thank you. Thank you for what I say every stream. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or being serious in that chat. I think you're here all the time. I assume you know that I say that every time, right? You can look at altcoins, but at the end of the day, they're going to follow Bitcoin. I say that before every single time I look at any altcoin. But I think you're being sarcastic because I see you in here all the time. I recognize most people in here right now. I think everyone in the chat right now, I think I recognize. Could be wrong, though. Where's your water? Daniel, my water is right here, man. Sea Rocket chart is... How's the Sea Rocket chart doing? After Tino, this is the most realist guy on YouTube. Yeah, I'm pretty real, man. I say it how it is. Like I say, some people like me because I say it how it is. Some people don't because I say it how it is. At the end of the day, right, it is what it is. We talk about crypto. We talk about random stuff. I kind of feel like ranting about the Busset and the Bugs Bunny. And what's the other one? Oh no. What's the other one, dude? Oh, it's the one where they I got a big bank. I got a small waist, pretty face with a big bank. I really feel like ranting about that, but I don't know if this is the time and place for that. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I should blame the guys for this or the other women for this, but we're not going to get into this. We're not going to get into this. They don't have to come back. Crap, man. That's too funny. That's too funny. Regulars. The regulars. 73% of the voting viewers predicted correctly. That is some educated and skilled audience for the channel, I guess. Yeah, George. I think a lot of people cheated though, because I left that poll up. I think a lot of people voted after we already broke it. So I think a lot of people cheated. But take that for what it is. Oh no, Robert, why are you getting offended, man? What did I say? We're all friends here, Robert. I'm confused. I'm a little confused. I agree with you what you're saying. I'm so confused right now, Robert. No ill will, man. He said, just saying people love Hopium and that at least somewhat plays into how many subs he has, in my opinion. I agree. It's exactly what I said. I'm confused at why you think that I was disagreeing with you. I think Hopium sells. Hopium gets you subscribers. I totally get why he does it. I totally agree. And he actually believes what he's saying. He does, because he thinks long term, which is totally normal. So I'm not sure why we're not on the same page here, Robert, but we are on the same page, so I'm a little confused. A little confused, man. But Robert's my boy. Robert's my boy. It's a common misunderstanding there. Well, I think we agree with each other. Algo. No, Robert's not trash. Robert's not trash. Don't say Robert's trash. You can never find the polls. Oh, anonymous. I got you, Drew. I got you. You're talking about the people in the chat. I got you, man. I'll still be here during the deepest, darkest depths of the bear market. I hope so. I hope so. I'm kind of going up and reading the chat, guys, right now. So if I seem like I'm ignoring some of you guys, I'm kind of scrolling up a little bit here. Did you ever end up watching the cringy video with the Hex founder? Yeah, that was cringy. That was cringy. Today's blockchain was actually pretty cringy too. I'm not that guy with the mustache. Like everything was fine up until about like the last quarter of the show. Then the guy with the mustache, he took 15 minutes to answer one question. I don't know what was going on with that. That stash crypto guy, which I don't know anything about him, right? All I know is that I was watching the show. Everything was kind of flowing nicely. He gets asked one question. He talks for 15 minutes about the same point. I don't know what was going on there, but if you guys haven't watched Around the Blockchain today, watch it if you want to. You guys will know what I mean when you watch it. It was like, just kept going on and on. You could tell everyone else was like, is he going to stop? Is he going to stop? Just kept going on and on. Yeah, the Hex guy was going all off too. Hex guy was. I agree with all those people. Algo, I'm your friend, man. We are friends, Algo. We are friends. We are friends. You know who I haven't seen in a while is Defiler. Defiler. Where's Defiler at, man? He'll be back when the price starts pumping. Let's be honest. My boy Defiler. Around the Blockchain is fixed. Who's that stash crypto guy? I've never even heard of him before. A lot of those people I never heard of, honestly. If you don't agree with me, you're a moron. It's a great argument. It's a great argument. He doesn't even let anyone. That guy didn't even let anyone else talk. He just kept talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. You know, ecoms. Good nights. Have a good night. We're kind of just talking right now. We went over the whole list, so at the end, I kind of just like chilling, talking to the chat a little bit, chilling like a villain. What's up, Mayor Thacker? I haven't seen you. Actually, have I seen? I saw you maybe a couple weeks ago. Like your new screen look? I just got online. Okay. Besides Bitcoin, ETH, and ADA, what coin are you buying? Always Chainlink. I'm stacking up Chainlink. I'm VeChain. Let me give you guys an update on VeChain. VeChain, I'm still holding VeChain. I'm not selling any of my VeChain, but I'm not going to be adding any more VeChain to my stack. Just because of, it's obviously a Chinese coin.
Wow, like our new screen look. I just got online.
I'm not selling, but I'm not adding any
beside
more to my stack
Bitcoin,
with
ETH, and
VeChain.
ADA,
But
what coin are you buying? Thanks for all you do.
Besides those three, definitely, obviously Chainlink, and I'm going to keep adding some data too here and there. But definitely, my top four is really always Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, and Chainlink. I don't think you can't really go wrong with those 4 coins in my opinion. Cardano's like I think Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink are like the safe ones because they're used for freaking everything. Cardano, I love Cardano. It's a reason why it's my number 3 holding. I mean, a big reason of that because it pumped right this year. But Cardano has a lot of potential. Hasn't really sold on us and a lot of this potential just yet. But Cardano, the fundamentals are bullish. I mean, like, I forget how much, like, so much of it is staked. It's ridiculous. The community for Cardano is huge. There's a bunch of reasons to be bullish for Cardano. And if they can, like what everyone kind of says, right? If they can deliver on what they're promising, then perfect. I think it's good. But Cardano just has to do their thing. But Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, I think, kind of are always going to be the mainstays in my portfolio. Instead of Chainlink, you have Cosmos. I'm scared of Chinese. I'm not scared. It's just, I think at a certain point, like you guys know, my portfolio is not the most risky portfolio. It's a little less risk adverse. Now, I still like VeChain. I'm not selling any of my VeChain, but I'm not going to be adding any more to my VeChain. Just personal preference, man. Thank you, Mayor, for the kind words about the screen, man. Appreciate it. He has VeChain. Why do you choose not to stake Cardano? I just don't stake, man. I could. I just don't. Maybe because I just don't look at my portfolio. I just keep it there. And I don't feel like switching it from this exchange to that exchange. Half of it's maybe a little laziness, half of it's just I just don't really feel like doing it. I don't know. Probably should, honestly, but it's a good question. I get that question all the time. It's just like, I don't know. You should get a parachute graphic for when we're falling. Yeah, I'm working on stuff. There's a couple stuff I'm working on that's going to take me a little bit. Some cool graphics and things like that. But eventually those will come out.
All good.
Eventually.
Misunderstanding, my bad. You should watch the Sailor versus Yellen Pokemon fight video, by the way. Saw it on Twitter. Absolutely hysterical.
What is it? The Sailor versus Yellen Pokemon fight? It's on Twitter. I'm not gonna watch it on stream just because I don't want to get any copyright stuff. But I'll definitely check that out after the stream. That sounds pretty funny, man. The Sailor versus Yellen Pokemon fight. Let me guess. Michael Saylor is probably going to be. Michael Saylor would probably be like Charizard or something, right? Because he'd be shooting out like the not laser eyes, but like red stuff. I don't know who Yellen would be though. It should be Saylor versus freaking John McAfee. That's who it should be. John McAfee. A lot of you guys, last time I talked about John McAfee, I was like, you guys were like, oh, you guys were like defending John McAfee. Maybe it's because you guys like him for other reasons, but man, he's annoying when it comes to crypto. Like I always said, you go to any bullish tweet from a famous person, John McAfee's always the top comment saying something bad. Always. He's like a little rat. A lot of you guys like him for whatever reason. Might just be like non-crypto reasons, you know what I mean? Know what I mean? All right, 34,000. ETH, 2166. Got rejected from the 20 EMA. Anything else we really want to look at here, guys? Oh, not John McAfee. Not John McAfee. Yeah, I just said John McAfee. Who's not talking about John McAfee? Oh man, that's funny. I wasn't talking about John McAfee. I'm talking about the other guy. You guys know what I'm talking about. He's like the guy who loves gold. The guy who loves gold. I'm not talking about John McAfee. Dude, I wasn't talking about John McAfee. No, rest in peace, John. Rest in peace, John. I'm talking about the other guy. Yeah, Schiff. Peter Schiff. Jeez. Now I feel bad. I was talking about John McAfee. Dude. John McAfee. Peter Schiff is the guy I'm talking about. Freaking Schiff. Bootney, I wasn't... Here we go. We're gonna have Jordan hates dead people now. Here we go. Every stream, Jordan hates dead people. Jordan hates dead people. Yeah, Peter Schiff. I wasn't talking about John. That's funny. That's funny. Jeez. There's probably gonna be someone who left the stream. There's probably gonna be someone who left the stream and is like gonna spread like, oh, this guy hates dead people. He's talking crap about dead people. Jeez. That was funny. Peter Schiff. Yeah, I was talking about Peter Schiff. I don't like Peter Schiff. He's an annoying guy. He's in every tweet. Tweeting. All right? Tweeting about bad stuff about Bitcoin. Every time you see a tweet. He's like literally always there. It's like he sits on his phone. Nothing better to do. Sits on his phone. Sees a bullish tweet about Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin this. Bitcoin this. Crypto this. You should buy gold. Because gold has been great. Gold has been great. Oh man. Your new legacy. Your new legacy. Instead of Jordan sees dead people now, it's Jordan hates dead people. It's gonna be the joke of the stream now. Every day I'm gonna come in. This guy hates dead people. That Peter Schill guy. Dude. I can't believe I messed up John McAfee and Peter Schiff, man. That's literally the funniest thing I've ever done. I know it's not really funny, but you guys get my point. Elvis and John McAfee started at man. All right, guys. I'm probably gonna call a stream because Bitcoin's chilling. I think what you're gonna watch for on Bitcoin right now is, are we gonna hold these two supports? Are we gonna hold 33,700? That's really the level I want to. Thank you, Trevor, man. I'm getting out of here. John's behind me. John's not behind me. We're good. But I'm going to call it a stream, guys. As long as we hold 33,700, I think we should be pretty good to go. But we should be pretty good to go if we hold 33,700. Maybe Bitcoin consolidates a little bit here, maybe cools off some of the RSIs, but that is the stream, guys.
Great stream. I am Tony GGGHHGHT man. Have a good one, haha.
Thank you, Trevor, dude. Take it easy, dude. But anyways, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Today's what? Today's Friday? Oh yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. Let's freaking go. I forgot it was Friday today. Not doing anything tonight. I'm kind of just chilling. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy. Enjoy your Friday nights if you're doing anything. It's like 9 o'clock, so you could do something if you still wanted to for all you East Coasters. Maybe not your Euros and West Coasters. I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. I'll probably be streaming at 10 a.m. tomorrow, so look out for that. But if I don't see you, I'll see you tomorrow night. And, maybe don't look at the charts unless Bitcoin's pumping, all right? Take it easy. Don't panic sell your crypto. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And most of all, do not panic sell your damn crypto. All right, guys, have a good night. Peace.